Hello, my name is Laura Paredes and I feel super bored. Okay, I guess that it wasn't a very good presentation at all, but I'm going to tell you about my problem. A week ago, school ended and I'm officially on holiday. We decided with a group of friends to plan a trip, but my friends don't decide where to go. They'll give different choices. Maybe we will never reach an agreement and I will have to spend all my holidays bored at home. Wait, I just came up with an excellent idea. I'm going to present to my friends two places as an option. The first one is the Chimborazo. It's new to me, I have never been there, but I have heard that it's very beautiful and for a long time I have wanted to visit it, so I will investigate a little bit about that place. The second place is Cuenca. I have been there many times and it is one of my favorite cities in Ecuador. I think it is an excellent option so I can show my friends the whole city and the most beautiful places I know. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about these places and maybe you will want to go there too. Let's start with Chimborazo. The Chimborazo province offers plenty of things to do for visitors. If you like being outdoors, then you are sure to enjoy the various activities pursuits that the region has to offer. This includes hiking, trekking, mountain biking, horseback riding, and of course climbing the mighty Chimborazo volcano itself. There is also plenty of history and culture in the central Andean region, and visits to local towns such as Riobamba, Guamote, and Guano offer opportunities to learn more about traditional ways of life here. What most attracts tourists is the Chimborazo volcano. While it is not the world's tallest mountain, it is, due to its position on the earth, the farthest point on the earth's surface to its center. There are super mountaineering options here, and climbing the mountain can be an amazing experience. For those that prefer not to climb at this altitude, there are lots of hiking opportunities in this beautiful area of the country. For climbing, you may be best placed to go with a local professional guide who knows the routes up the mountain well. Chimborazo province nearby attractions. Guamote. This small town in the highlands offers some good opportunities to take part in outdoor activities such as horseback riding, mountain biking, and trekking. Riobamba. This busy town is the capital of the Chimborazo province, and it is one of the largest in the region. It has a long history and variety of museums to explore. Devil's Nose Train Ride. The Devil's Nose Train Ride offers a spectacular and breathtaking train excursion down switchbacks in the Andes from the town of Alausí and back again. Guano. This small town makes for an interesting visit, not less for its souvenirs, which include leather products and decorative rugs. The food that you can expect in the Chimborazo region of Ecuador is very much the fare of the highlands. A typical meal will include meat, likely beef or chicken, with rice and potatoes, and maybe a small amount of other vegetables or salad. You might instead get offered fish and in particular trout. Let's move on to the next place. In Cuenca, Ecuador, you can do a tour of the city, admire its colonial quarters and squares, visit the Turi viewpoint, get to know the Cap Straw Hat Factory, and travel to the nearby tourist attractions such as Cajas National Park and the Inga Pirca Ruins. I would like to show you the best activities Cuenca has to offer with the hope that you fit them in your calendar. Cuenca is considered to be one of the most beautiful cities in Ecuador, rich in history, architecture, and culture. It is a renowned tourist destination in both Ecuador and internationally. Therefore, it is a place you cannot miss when you come to visit Ecuador. The weather in Cuenca, as in the rest of the country, has two seasons, rainy and dry. The hottest time of year is from March to mid-May, which is when I recommend you visit. The temperature in Cuenca varies from 14 degrees Celsius to 18 degrees Celsius and rarely goes beyond 19 degrees Celsius. I highly recommend Cuenca's historical center as an area to stay in, as you will be near the main attractions of the city. If you stay in the historical center, you will be close to the city's culture treasures. In San Sebastián, for instance, there are many hotels and hostels. Cuenca is a very safe destination. You can walk around the city without any issues. However, it is always ways to take basic precautions and have common sense about it. I'm going to tell you about some places you can visit and activities you can do if you visit Cuenca. I recommend you take the Cuenca City Tour, where you will see some of the most important places in the city. The tour leaves every day and picks up from the main hotels in the city. The tour lasts 4 hours and visits the following places. San Sebastián neighborhood. San Sebastián is a distinguished neighborhood in Cuenca, as it was one of the first one of the city. It is characterized by being the home of craftsmanships dedicated to pottery, tile making and tailoring, and in spite of the passing of time, it has conserved the characteristics of a traditional neighborhood, in which there is a wonderful social cohesion. Calderon Park. Calderon Park is the main park in Cuenca. It is located on the roads of Simón Bolívar, Benigno Malo, Antonio José de Sucre, and Luis Cordero. Nearby to the park, you can find the government building, 2 cathedrals, the old seminary, and the Palace of Justice, showcasing the park's importance. Plaza de las Flores. La Plaza de las Flores is located in the heart of Cuenca's historical center, and it is recommended for market lovers and of course flowers lovers. It is an open-air market in which you can enjoy a huge variety of flowers, their colors and their smells. This open-air market is world-renowned and is located next to the monastery of Carmen de la Asunción. Barranco. Barranco is an area of semi-detached house on the banks of the Tomebamba River, and stretches 2 kilometers from El Vado Bridge to Huayna Avenue. It has a spectacular view of the Tomebamba River, where you can find many cafes and restaurants to enjoy a divine evening. Turi Viewpoint. Turi Viewpoint offers panoramic views over the Tomebamba River. Turi is the name of a Cuenca parish that comes from the indigenous Curi language meaning gold. If you are in Cuenca, you have to try the food there, and thus one of the many dishes made using mote, a type of corn, an essential ingredient in Cuencan cooking. You will find restaurants, shops, and markets selling dishes such as mote pillo, mote sucio, mote casado, mote pata, among many others. I am sure that Cuencan cooking will surprise you. Now tell me, which of the two will you go to?